This is another video that is not requested. So a lot of let me explain to you. A lot of this week's video are not really requested by anybody. This is actually out of my personal interest.
Yeah.
So I found this video. So I waited for you to come here so we can react on it together. So we reacted on some of the guru. Some of the gurus from Hindus, and they really teach us a lot of really self-improvisation methods, self-improvisation teaching guides. So Radhanath Swami is one figure that I have found him very interesting. Not only that he is a yoga bhakti guru, he is also how do you put it? A lot of his projects actually feeding free lunch, I think.
Free meal,
free meal
lunch for 1.2 million kids.
A lot of kids.
In India.
And also some of his writings are also some of the New York's bestseller. Actually.
So it's interesting.
This is going to be interesting. So he's going to talk about why does relationship fail.
Oh, really? That's the topic for today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. I haven't watched it. I just saw the title. Check it out.
And who was a marriage counselor shared with me a story which gives us insight into this subject. A couple came to her in tears. They had been arguing for weeks. Each took their turn to explain their issues. Several sessions passed discussing the harsh words and mental pain that they both suffered. The counselor was trying to find an underlying cause for this breakdown. Finally, the husband, besides himself with anger and frustration, blurted out, "She has absolutely no respect for me. My ego cannot bear it anymore." The counselor asked, "Can you remember a time or event when you first felt this feeling toward her?" He answered, "Yes. Every day for breakfast, she gives me the end piece from a loaf of bread. Why doesn't she give me the good bread? When I grew up, my family would feed the dry, crusty end piece to our dog or throw it away in the garbage. This is an insult." The wife was visibly shocked by his words. She burst into tears and exclaimed, "Where I am from, in Italy, the end parts of the bread loaf is considered to be the best part. When I grew up, my family would fight for the end piece. To respect my husband, every morning for breakfast, I sacrificed my own enjoyment to give the end piece to him. I'm sorry. I didn't understand." He was from the USA and she was from Italy. Suddenly, he cried, "I'm sorry. I didn't understand you." They had failed to understand what was valued by the other. They made up and grew from the whole experience. As far as I know, they are kind of living happily ever after. Soon after I heard this story, I was dining with a family in their home near Rome, Italy. Everyone wanted the end piece of bread, but out of respect, they gave it to me, their guest. Remembering the story of the married couple, I accepted it. It was a small sacrifice to please them, for I too grew up in America. On the surface, this problem was due to miscommunication. Studies on relationships have found that many relationships do end because of misunderstandings or miscommunication. Still, these issues are often symptoms of a much deeper issue. We tend to place ourselves in the center of the relationship instead of placing the other person in the center. If both people focus on placing the other person before themselves, there would be a much higher level of communication. My dear friend and brother, Bhakti Tirtha Swami, has said, many people today enter into relationships to complete themselves, to complete their loneliness or emptiness. They think, I am half a person, the other is half a person, and when we come together, we will complete each other. However, it should be that I am a whole person, and the other person is a whole person. And when we come together, it is not what we can get out of the relationship, but what I can contribute in the relationship.
Are you about to cry?
The spiritual principle for relationships, particularly marriage, is to appreciate one's partner as God's beloved child, entrusted in my care. To love means to serve. To love means to actually go the extra mile to make the other person feel valued and loved. Both people in a relationship need to understand this sacred ideal. It is not about one person controlling the other, but rather understanding and helping each other to become better versions of themselves.
Isaac, listen to that. Isaac cannot say anything. Me too.
Okay, so before we talk about our personal experience, I thought that let's talk about the video. The video itself, okay, the teaching is so insightful. It's so soothing.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the
the word.
way-
That's the word.
I don't know. There's this thing about the spiritual gurus. There's one Rami and there's one another one that we reacted on. The voice is
It's
so
so soothing,
calming.
calming,
The
yeah.
voice is like, yeah, he's right, right?
That's right.
I thought that when I was actually I'm okay. Let's move on to the personal experience.
Yep.
This is the part. This is the exciting part. So recently, I've been complaining a lot. I've been complaining a lot to my wife. I've been complaining a lot to my wife about how. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm not going to tell you what.
Don't go into the detail.
No, don't go too much into the
Just
detail.
say
But
it.
I've been complaining about how I do most of the work in the marriage.
Yeah.
I've been complaining about how I'm the one who is doing the most tiring job. I'm cleaning the house, but at the same time I'm providing for the family. This is deep stuff, okay? Listen properly, okay? So
Especially for you who is going to marry.
so lately I've been complaining about that a lot. But when he said that, why I've been complaining a lot? So I've been about, when you complain, it's about being me, and me.
Yeah.
And then I realized when he said that it's about how we contribute. But sometimes I felt that when I do a lot of the stuff, I always ask this question: Does she knows that I'm doing a lot?
Yeah.
Right?
And still, the point is me, right?
The point is still being me. The point is still being that I need my recognition. I need my just rewards from me being working in a relationship. And then after he said all that, I was like, I don't know if you realized when I watched it, I was like holding back, like I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, I've been the selfish one. So I thought, see, my face is red now. My face is red. So I've been.
Okay, as for me.
Okay. Let me finish.
Have you finished it?
No, not yet. So
Yeah.
after watching that video, I was like, the first thing that pops in my mind when I'm gonna pick up my wife later, I'm just gonna tell her that I love her. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm so happy to pick you up. I love you, even though Jakarta is so traffic jam.
Still, there's but yeah.
Oh, there is a but. Oh, okay. I am willingly picking you up without any complaint.
Because I love you.
Because I love you. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, go ahead.
Well, as for me, because I grew up alone, you know. I don't have any parents as my role model, so it's kind of a bit tough for me because I don't know who am I supposed to look up to as for the role model in a marriage. So listening to this is kind of gives me some insight, some enlightening about how should be a marriage, how a marriage is should be.
How marriage should be.
Yeah, how marriage.
So
should
basically,
be, yeah.
okay. So I understand. So, that's some deep stuff.
Yeah,
man.
of course.
That's deep stuff. We're sharing a lot of deep stuff today. You know?
We're sharing some
No,
stuff.
but I thought
Some rare
you never told me about
content,
this. And you're sharing it to the subscribers first. I never.
You don't feel like I'm melangkahi, right?
No, it's okay. It's okay. But I thought that's very interesting though.
Yeah.
I never thought
That's how I see.
I know.
the
I knew that you
video.
lose your mom early, right?
Yeah, like
And then
2010.
I didn't realize the impact of that situation. Makes you think about that, yeah.
And you see how I surrounded by people in my work in my office back then when I still work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They kind of they don't have this harmonious marriage. Some like cheating to their husband, some cheating to their wife, and then wow, how am I supposed to act when I get married?
Oh, because you heard of this story that's going on. Okay. Like for
So,
me, for me when I got married, I'm like the way because when I get married, I know it's not going to be a smooth sailing.
Yeah, of course.
But so we have this expectation of marriage, especially, right? So a lot of Yenny and my fighting. Me and Yenny fights a lot in the early 6 months.
Of course. Me
Because
too.
we are trying to adjust. We are trying to understand each other. But I didn't realize after watching the video. At first, we are trying to adjust. Then I kind of like step back, but I'm still adjusting, right? But I kind of step back, and I'm kind of still seeing. Oh, look, I am the one who is adjusting to this. I don't see you, and the wife,
doing
adjusting.
Yeah.
Then I realized after watching that video, I'm selfishly just putting myself in the main hero character in my own story. Right? I think to be humble, you have to be like he said, like he said, right? To understand, to communicate. And a lot of times when we are angry to our partner, we don't want to communicate.
Yeah.
We have this thinking like I'm right,
talk.
I am right, and you are wrong. No matter what you say,
You're wrong.
but actually we are wrong to say that I'm right. You know what I mean? So that was very interesting. Yeah, we should react to more videos like this.
More this kind of advice.
As always, guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. See ya.
Oh, by the way, before we end, tell us about your
personal experience
in
about
marriage.
or any relationship.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys.
Comment.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you still here? They're still watching.
Oh, thank you so much for watching
Thank you so much
until
till the end. Till the end.
this second.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to
While you're here, don't forget to
subscribe.
Don't forget to
Hit the like button.
And guys, if you are looking for advertising, email us.
Email us at hiubangshow@gmail.com.
Or even better, go to our Patreon page. We got lots of good
The
stuff.
link is on the description box.
You know, we've been doing this for quite a while. We've been asking them to do. Nobody go to our Patreon page.
But maybe after this.
Maybe after this. Anyway, guys, as
Thank
always,
you for watching.
thank you.